Hi, today we're going to be doing the installation and assembly of the Infinity Iyashi chair. The Infinity Iyashi comes in 3 main boxes. You've got the large box that contains the main chair itself. You're going to have another box that contains the leg rest unit. And then there's going to be a 3rd box that's going to contain the armrests and the speakers, as well as all the other materials that you need to assemble a chair. Okay, the first part we'll be installing will be the speaker and shoulder airbag system. The nice thing is it only takes 3 screws, and the only tool you're going to need for the whole chair is 1 screwdriver. So we're going to assemble the chair here. What we do is we plug in the speaker connection right at the speaker port right here. Make sure it clicks when you put it in. And then the airbag system is going to connect automatically when we put the speaker system on. And it just slides down, and you push firmly so that the airbag tubes will insert into the speaker system. Then you've got 3 screws. There are 2 short screws and 1 long screw. The long screw goes at the very end of this connection here. You simply screw it in, and then the 2 other screws you simply screw in as well. You may have to make adjustments so that it will attach, and you'll feel it when it grabs. And then you just basically do the same on the other side, and you'll have both of those installed. And now we'll be installing the armrest. It's a relatively easy installation, just a couple of screws. We'll be putting it on this way. And the air hose and the electrical connections we'll be adding on after we install the armrest. And basically what you want to do is put this part of the armrest over this black bracket, because that's where the screw will go to hold it on. And once it's seated in there, you just drop it down, and it is installed and ready to be screwed on. We're going to use this long screw with washer right here, and that is going to go into the hole in the side of the armrest, as so. And you just need to find where it goes. And once you're done inserting that screw, you just take the cap provided and you just put it in to cover up that screw hole. And then the next thing you're going to do is come around to the inside of the chair, and we're going to be installing the air hoses and electrical connections, which you'll see are color coded. So the red goes on red, black goes on black, and then the air hose is installed. So we'll just be putting those on. Push it on firmly until you hear a nice solid click and you know it's in. To the black one. And then the air hose simply goes on. You push it on as far as it will go so it stays on nice and tight. And then the last thing for the armrest is this screw right here, which you're going to actually insert right down here. On this side it's next to the connector for the remote control. And we will put the screw in. And our next step is going to be to install the leg rest, and you're going to find that's easier if the chair is in an upright position. It was shipped in a reclined position. So to do that, we're going to plug the chair in with the power cord, and it goes right on the right hand side, right over here. It's in one way. And then we're going to take the handheld remote control, and we're going to install that over here on the right hand side of the chair. There's a plastic cap that you remove, and it's a slotted connector, so it only fits in one way. And we're going to install that into this connector. screw it on to make it tighter. And then we'll hit the power button, turn on the chair. And using the remote control, we're going to lift up the backrest after we turn it on. We're going to lift up the backrest to make it easier to install the leg rest. And when you're done with that, you just want to hit the power button, turn the chair back off, and the chair will go slowly back into a off position. Okay, so now that the chair is in the upright position, we're going to be installing the electrical and air connections for the leg rest. The first one is a smaller connector. You'll see that it's a little more narrow than the larger connector, and this goes on the bottom. Just move it closer so that you can attach it. Push it in until it clicks, nice and solid. Then we're going to take the larger connector, and we're going to also insert that, push it in until it clicks, nice and solid. And then we take the air hose, and that goes right on this air hose connector, and we push that on all the way until it's at the bottom, so it's nice and tight. And at this point, we're going to take the two bushings. Your bushings may have come apart in shipping. You just put this white plastic piece in on the bushings, and they attach to these little axles on the leg rest. And then these axles are going to sit right on here and here on the chair. So you're going to want to move it a little closer. It's a little bit heavy, so you want to maybe get a friend to help and lift it up and just lay it right on there. And then to complete the installation, you bring this bracket down on top of both axles, and then you've got these screws with washers that you can put in right here to hold the installation together. I apologize, this was the screw without the washer that goes here. And you simply screw these down nice and tight. And we'll do the same on the other side. And then at this point, we're going to take this piece of fabric, and we're going to move it over here, and we're going to zip it on to the bottom cushion. Just simply zip it across, and we're done with the leg rest installation. Okay, and to complete the installation, we're going to take the headrest, and we're going to install it on the back of the chair using the Velcro strip. Simply put that on, and that's ready to go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the chair and test it, make sure everything is working correctly. You'll notice that when I power on the chair, it's going to pull away from the wall. If it was up against a wall, it would actually pull away so that it would have enough room to operate. Very nice feature. So we turn the chair on, and then we'll go into one of the auto modes. We'll choose recovery here, and so that we can test the chair and make sure there's enough room around it so it doesn't bump into anything. And the installation and assembly of the Iyashi chair is complete.